Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet. Welcome back. It's been a week. We got to do all the things, kiss all the babies, shake all the hands for Mega Agent Camp in San Antonio. And we are back in the lab, back in the studio for your daily checkup from the neck up. I'm Kyle Evans out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, coming to you today with a message. Man, a lot of the things that I've been thinking about, wrestling with, conversating around is time horizons. At Mega Camp, I got a really good dose of this, man. Just seeing how far I've come and talking to different people. I had a great one-on-one with the CEO, and he was talking about time horizons and how short people think they should be and how long they actually are. And so I was like, you know what? That would be a great topic for the week here on Grow. Man, this week, we're going to dive into the short time, the medium time, the long time, the decade time horizon. And then finally, on Friday, we're going to wrap a bow on it and talk about how we can live all four, or how we should live all four at once. But today, man, first bite of the apple, we're talking about the short one. How do we win the day? How do we get real clear right now to do the things that we know we should be doing? This one, we're going to be talking about kicking it off with an idea, a foundational principle on this. The Navy SEALs, the elite, the best of the best in the world when it comes to military superiority, right? The Navy SEALs have a thing called BUDS. It's one of the toughest trainings in the universe. But in that, they have an even tougher segment of it called Hell Week. Hell Week is exactly what the title says. It is a hellacious week of intense physical and mental struggle. One of the things they found, though, is the ones who survive, they don't think about the 6 days ahead. They don't think about the entire week ahead. They think about making it simply to the next meal. I can make it to breakfast. I can make it to lunch. I can make it to dinner. They're not like, there's no way I can make it to Saturday. They're thinking about the short sprint, the 6-hour block. That's how we win the impossible. We take that long vision and we focus on laying the next perfect brick if we're looking to build a perfect wall. James Clear touches on this in Atomic Habits. He says, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the levels of your systems. Winning the day, winning the next 6-hour block, it's about systems. It's not about wishful thinking. It's not about the grandiose vision all the time. It's about, what do I need to get done right now? Monday morning, coming at you, talking to you, plucking on your heartstrings, picking at your brain. Are you focused on the next 6 hours? Are you judging where you are or where you should be? Harvard Business Review in 2018, they did a study on productivity, and they showed that people who set daily priorities and review them in the morning are 31% more productive than those who only track weekly. Here's the wild part about that, guys. A lot of times we think, oh man, I'm tracking weekly, I'm on it. They found you can be 31% better, more productive if you focus on the day and then review it. I'm not a betting man, but if you tell me I have a 31% more likely chance of doing something, I'm going to take that route all day. This is the science of success. There is an idea behind it. There are proven strategies, and we can either adopt them and accept them, or we can ignore them at our own peril. The choice is ours. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, are you planning your priorities for the day? Are you reviewing them? Are you setting them with intention, with focus? Are you thinking about the next 6 hours and how you're absolutely going to dominate them? Or are you thinking too far in the future? Are you sitting in judgment? Are you sitting in shame? Guys, big visions, they're built in small time horizons. The daily lens forces clarity. There's a great book called The One Thing by Jay Papasan and Gary Keller that talks about this. It's not the 20 things, what's the one thing? But when we think about daily execution, the science of success, the science of focus, we have to look at a study done by Baumeister and Tierney. And they talked about willpower. Guys, willpower, love it or hate it, have it or not, it's a muscle. It depletes, but it can also be trained. A lot of the conversations I have with agents around the nation, it's, man, I just wish I had the discipline, or I don't have the discipline. I don't have the willpower to do it. Yeah, you do. It's just not trained yet. The good news is that it can be. That's like your silver bullet. That's your knight in shining armor to save yourself from yourself, is understanding that it's something that can be trained. It's something that can grow. It's going to take some intentionality, it's going to take some focus, and yet the beautiful message to that story is, if you do not have high willpower right now, it doesn't have to be the end of your story. You just got to focus on building it. This is one of the reasons, because we know it is a depleting energy source each day. It's one of the reasons we tell people to focus on the high leverage tasks first. Is what we start with, because we know that wherever your willpower starts over the day, it's going to come down. There's a great study on willpower with the Israeli parole board, and they found the later in the day it went, the parole board's willpower went down. The later in the day that the hearings went, the more likelihood that your butt was going back to jail. Not because your story was worse, not because you did bad things or didn't get reformed, but simply because the willpower of the board was shrinking by the minute. Are you doing the tough things first? Are you eating the frog first? One of the things I want to bring to your attention around this is something by Peter Goldwitzer, and it's called implementation intentions. Implementation intentions. This is wild, and I'm 100% applying this to my life. People who phrase goals as, if X happens, then I'll do Y. If X happens, then I'll do Y. Habit stacking for some of you out there. They're 2 to 3 times more likely to follow through. So if you say, if X is happening, I'm going to do Y, or I'm doing Y, you're 2 to 3 times more likely to follow through. For example, if it's 9 a.m., then I'm on the phone making my calls. If it's 8 a.m., then I'm drinking my coffee, reading a book. If it's 5 a.m., I'm in the gym, I'm working out. Like, it's a statement of fact about yourself, and it's talking about the intention and the reality of what you'll be doing. 2 to 3 times more likely to follow through. We have a pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. The pandemic is not some virus or disease. The pandemic is people not keeping small promises to themselves. The pandemic is not following through with the intentions they set. How do we fix that? It's right there for you. We need to start speaking it into reality. If it's 9 a.m., then I'm on the phone making calls. That's who I am. That's internal representation. That's coming into alignment with it. A tactical tool that you can do is, every morning, define 3 outcomes that make the day a win. Not 20, 3. Now, as someone who's a high D and a lover of taking on more than he can muster sometimes, that's a tough rule, because I want to do the 20. I tell myself I can do the 20. But if I focus on just the 3 highest leverage ones, the 3 that move the needle forward in my business or in my life, and I crush those, I've won the day, whether I get to the remaining 17 or not. Each morning, what is your rule of 3? What are your 3 things, your 3 high priority activities? Remember, if you are focusing on each day, you're 31% more likely to, or you're 31% more productive. How does this show up in real estate? Well, to my agents out there, my people slaying at houses and dreams, instead of I need more business, heard that a billion times. What if you set 3 controllables? What if you took the rule of 3 to 3 things that you can control each and every day? Hey, I'm going to call 20 people in my database. Hey, I'm going to book 1 face-to-face appointment. Hey, I'm going to send 5 personal texts checking in on clients. 3 top priorities, and I go crush those. Because the truth is this, guys, willpower fades. It fades. It fades throughout the day. You are a finite energy source, but clear daily structures keep you on track. Momentum and micro wins carry us forward. For instance, the Black Mamba, RIP Kobe Bryant. He used to do 4 a.m. workouts. He understood that each practice was a compounding investment. Each practice was a compounding investment. So he would do the 4 a.m. workouts on his own and then do all the things that everyone else was doing. He was doing double sessions. By doing double sessions, he was able to stack over 1,000 extra workouts over a career, over 1,000 extra workouts on the people who were his peers, over 1,000 extra workouts on some of the best in the world. Do you wonder why they got statues of this man? Do you wonder why you hear things like Mamba mentality? He knew that the extra work, the clear, intentional, controllable that he could do would be a compounding investment. I think we can all agree that it paid off. If we're talking about the research on it, BJ Fogg, Standard Behavior Design Lab, Stanford Behavior Design Lab. He found that tiny habits, I love this, tiny habits anchor identity. Tiny habits anchor identity. For example, flossing. Today I'm just going to floss a tooth, just one tooth. I'm just going to floss one. It builds the habit of flossing daily. The small thing. It's not I'm going to mouthwash and brush my teeth and floss all the things and do all the dentist stuff. So I'm just going to floss one tooth. It builds the habit daily. In sales, sending one prospecting text every day. If I'm in sales, I'm going to send one prospect text every day. It starts to build the ground floor habit, the foundation that we can grow off of. What are the tiny habits that are anchored to your identity? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I got something for you. Some of you got the wrong tiny habits. Love you. Mean it. People are creatures of habit. Do you have the right ones? And if you don't, why are you not fixing them? You can't hide behind that forever. Let's talk about neuroscience. Dopamine release is tied to not just achieving the big goals. This is where we get it confused. It's not just achieving the big things, getting the trophy, getting the end of the year title. But a lot of times it's around progress cues. This came from Harvard research. The progress principle. Are we celebrating micro wins? Are we celebrating the micro wins? Dude, you went to the gym today? Way to go. Applaud yourself. Because guess what? There's a lot of people who won't, who don't. Are you celebrating the small things too? This increases motivation for the long term. An exercise for you to think about this week. Stack 3 wins. Remember the rule of 3? Stack them. Every night, write down the 3 small wins of the day. Hey, I did my rule of 3. I did 1, I did 2, I did 3. Talk about it. Reflect on it. Give yourself your own flowers. I can buy myself flowers. Give them to yourself. Even if one is just like, even if one of your rule of 3, one of your controllables is simply just honoring your time block. You know how many people don't do that? 90% of the population. Celebrate your small wins. Reflect on it. As my partner Marcus Heflin says, watch your game film. Give yourself credit for good work done. If we're taking this and we're putting it into an idea, one of the things that I like to focus on every day are my 4 pillars. A lot of different people have different ideas around this. Mine is very simple. It's just 4. Number 1, it's personal prep. Personal prep. Is my health right? Is my mindset right? Is my faith right? Did I work out? Did I move my body? Did I get my hugs in? Am I taking care of myself? Have I filled my cup up before the day comes to start taking it away? Number one, foundationally, each day, personal prep. Number two, by the way, just to be clear, I don't always do this 100%, guys. Like, let's be real. I'm not a unicorn. Sometimes I miss it, but I tell you what, every single time that I miss it, I regret not doing it. That's a fact. So, number one, personal prep. Number two, business building. Personal prep leads to business building. This is where I'm in my business. I'm prospecting, or I'm lead generating. I'm doing growth activities for myself, for my companies. Personal prep to business building to service delivery. Number three, am I serving my clients? Am I serving my team? Am I solving problems? Personal prep, business building, service delivery. And then finally, an often missed one for most people, recovery and reflection. Recovery and reflection. What is your family time like? If you don't have a family, cool. Is your reflection on gratitude? Is your recovery focused around rest? You don't have to be Mr. Rogers in his neighborhood. You could be a solo dolo out there crushing it. That's cool, but you still need to recover and rest and reflect. What are you grateful for? What happened awesome? What were your wins for the day? The four pillars to win each day: personal prep, business building, service delivery, and recovery and reflection. There's a book called Deep Work. It's by Cal Newport. Focused, distraction free blocks outperform multitasking. Focused, distraction free blocks outperform multitasking. Said another way, one single hour of deep work produces more than 4 hours of scattered work. What does that have to do, Kyle, with the four pillars? Are you putting deep intention into personal prep? Are you putting deep work into business building? Are you putting deep work into service delivery? Are you putting actual focus and intentionality and energy behind recovery and reflection? The reflection is the hardest part for a lot of people. They think it's hoogie bougie. You're like, I don't want to do that. It's stupid. But that's where the magic happens. There's a book, I mentioned it earlier. It's called The One Thing. If you know your most important thing for the day, you're winning. If you know it and you execute it, you're winning. If you don't do it, everything else falls. My most important thing for the day is personal prep, business building, service delivery, and recovery and reflection. It's that simple, and yet we overcomplicate it. We get so caught up in the sauce, so caught up in doing all the things that we forget that this life is simpler than we make it. And if we want to be where we desire to be, we've got to start focusing not just on the end goal, but also on the short one, on the daily, on checking the boxes. Entrepreneurs burn out not from working hard, but from working scattered. The daily horizon, the short term horizon, it demands ruthless focus. Because, guys, big visions, they're built in small horizons. And if we win the day, the decade takes care of itself. Your systems, not your intentions, are going to define your success. What are your systems going to be today? What is your rule of three? It is only 8:19 Central Time. You still got time to plan out your rule of three, your three non-negotiables that you are going to smash today. And at the end of the day, I want you to give you credit where credit's due. I want you to focus on those wins and say, hey, man, good job, Frank. Good job, Sally. Good job, Susan. Most people wouldn't have done this, and I chose to do it. Now I'm starting the habit of daily success. Guys, I believe in you. I know you can do this. I've seen hundreds of thousands of people doing it every day, raising their hand, choosing different. Let's focus on the daily time horizon. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the medium time horizon and what that might look like for each and every one of us. As always, it is a joy. It is a privilege. It is an honor. It is great to be back in the studio, back in the lab with you. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Go get your wins today.